Hello everybody, my name is Mika Määttä. I'm going to talk a little bit about observation we have done in Game Starter project about especially mobile game industry. So this is the global game business. As you see, the biggest growth is actually on the mobile gaming and also MMOs. Actually, the number little over $70 billion maybe a little downgraded because, for example, I'm seeing figures over 90 billion from last year. So, big business. Because the growth is there in the mobile and MMOs, which are both dominated by premium games, game model. That is growing very fast at the moment, actually from 50% share of revenues from 2012 to 73% to 2013 in North America, which is the biggest market in the world. Over 90% of revenue share in Apple Store games and on Android ecosystem even higher. These are the numbers from last year. Here we can see that actually the lower one shows the numbers from Google Play and the upper is Apple Store numbers. So Apple Store little over 90 and Google Play 95% of all the revenue comes from premium business model. And why is that? This is a market resource from North America markets, and which describes the reasons why mobile gamers are downloading mobile games. So the biggest reason is cost. Of course, game genre is important, of course, and also as big is playing the little or free version first. So you have to be either own brand or you have created buzz before you launch your game if you want to get it downloaded. It's quite difficult to launch anything with premium price at the mobile market at the moment. So what's happening out there? Mobile game market is quite lucrative, and that's why that is because it's very big possibility to get rich. There are lots of success stories around, and it's because of that it's got low barriers to entry because of digital distribution, quite low development cost comparing to other platforms, and also quite relative low operational cost. And what this means. Last year, there were 42,000 new games only in App Store. And if you compare to all the other platforms, PC, consoles, MMOs, there was only 1,015. So this means that mobile market is very hard. There's a hard competition there, hardest on all the markets. So if you launch game there, it's very hard to get players' attention, and if you don't get their attention, you don't get their money. This can be shown here from the numbers, which are describing how fast the player acquisition cost per install has increased from beginning of 2012 by the end of last year. It's 233%. That means from $1.30 to $4.36. And in the same time frame, monthly average revenue per player has increased only 38%. There may be some serious problems here in the future. So this all tells that market has started to mature. At the moment, 5% of mobile players pay 49% of all the revenue. They are called whales. 42% of players pay 55% of revenue. And 53% of the players doesn't pay a cent. And what is important, the last number is increasing fast. It's quite nice to see where it's going, but last year the growth was something like 50%. So, excellent game is only a good start. Because on these harsh competitive markets, big players will probably dominate the markets again. Those are the players who has the brand, who has the money. They have the quite big advantage from their size. And on these markets, marketing has become again critical to success for the game companies. These figures can show you. Sources where mobile gamers used to discover mobile games. So the light blue ones are social media or social connection with other people. Word of mouth or showing another person to play are the most important. Storefronts, which describes how the app is in storefront or on the top charts in storefront, are the second biggest reasons. And then social media, Facebook mainly, but other social medias are also increasingly important when launching a game on these markets. Here you can see how these same figures are divided between heavy payers and non-payers. So what is interesting here is that these heavy payers, who are creating almost half of the revenue in the whole business, are especially active in dividing the gaming experiences and in social media. So this means that social media has become increasingly important in game business, in mobile game business, as in other game business also. And this is the same number divided in Android and iOS segments. So, what this all means to the startup? First of all, the competition is hard and it can kill you if you are not prepared. Think carefully which is your target segment, which is your genre and platform, and then choose your business model accordingly. Focus on your target players from beginning and try to get a great buzz to build customer base. Listen and hear your customers. Add in virality because it is critical to success of mobile games. Virality through in-game social hooks, read Facebook, and word-of-mouth communication can lower the cost of user acquisition dramatically. This is where the startup has its playground. Test your game and get your metrics in order by fine-tuning your game product before your launch. Because you are going to use lots of money probably in launching, you want that your product is in order when you do it. Get needed resources. Market information, know-how, and money. And where? 3 Fs: family, friend pools, investors, publish a deal, Kickstarter, Indiegogo. Information you can get in new games, universities, ELY, TEKES, and also your local business developers. And in the end, if you have 100,000 euros development budget for your game, you probably should have marketing budget 200 to 300,000 euros if you want to succeed. And also, you should have cross-promotion and viral marketing expertise if you want really to get on the marketplace these days. Thank you. Any questions?
Thank you, Mika.